Right, super nerdy shit going on there. That's our serial link coming back from our Arduino. The Arduino's got 4 trim pots connected to it to simulate 4 analog inputs, which would normally be the 2 batteries in Jazza and the 2 solar arrays. These 2 are going to represent the 12 volt battery and 12 volt solar array. They haven't got I can't remember what they call them, bridge split diodes, just to change the up to 70 volts from the solar array down to like a 0 to 5 volt that the A to D converter can handle. Pretty sure if we overdrive this A to D converter, we could probably fry it with 70 volts, but might be good to 30, but I'm just not going to push it. So I've got to make like a voltage divider. That's the word I'm looking for, with a couple of resistors, so that the A to D input can be at a safe level. Anyway, as I turn this one here, you can see the 4th digit in that series changes. Now if I just get that below 500, and I get that below 500, it does a digital write to the 2nd pin where that blue line's coming out as a high. So on that LED, I've got it I've got it set up so that when it's high, it's off. So it's a little bit arse about, but when I want to drive the transistors that'll switch the relay to switch the compressor on and off, I'll need it to be, back to front to work. So voltage goes down, that switches off. So on switching on, I'll just crank these back up again. See, she gets over 600. I've got like a 2-second pause on switching on, so that way it doesn't sample the voltage straight on switching on, because there'll be a voltage drop on startup when the compressor switches on. Also, you'll note that it switches on when both voltages are over 600, which is actually 3 volts or something like that, and which is all adjustable. In the code in here, we've got numbers that we can change around to fix that. And the idea is that it doesn't switch on and then the load of the compressor drops the voltage down, and then it automatically switches off, and then the voltage comes back up again and automatically switches on. And once it does that a few times, it's going to burn out my compressor or relay, or it'll just put a lot of strain on stuff. So I'm pretty stoked that this is doing its thing. It's not doing it very well. I've still got a bit of code to muck around with. I'd like to set it up so that when the solar voltage is below, something small like 5 volts or 10 volts, that the Arduino goes to sleep for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes and then wakes up and checks that voltage again. So that way at night, when there's no solar power coming in, the Arduino isn't chewing power unnecessarily. And then when the sun starts causing the solar panels to produce power, it'll sense a voltage, it'll wake up, and then once the house batteries and the solar are both up, then it can switch the compressor on, and the freezer can start getting cold or colder, because the idea is that the freezer runs all day or while the sun's out, and then switches off at night, so it doesn't labour the battery bank.